wearing the white. 11-3 Terrapins, 7-6 Blue Jays. All for you with college lacrosse on BTN. Joe Beninati and Mark Dixon from highpoint.com Stadium in Piscataway.
Well, and right away, we're seeing, some physical lacrosse, but it's Shockey versus Naruski.
Hesitates, gets bumped by Darby as he had the defender Foley hung up. Then Foley made a nice intercept. Bernhardt taking a peek. Bernhardt lowers his shoulder, spins back, doesn't pull the trigger. Quick centering pass, score! Point blank for Dubik.
And this is actually good D by Johns Hopkins. They just over-pursue the ball. Watch Bernhardt turn, double comes, trail check, but then Dubik sees Owen Caldwell slip over to his left to cover Wisnowski's coming topside. Dubik just fills the open slot, splits to...
Swim move put on. Beautiful finish, turning the corner. It's Epstein.
That latest defensive sequence for the Blue Jays. Short stick. Epstein's going to go to the rack, and you got to have a slide ready. Jack Weldy, you can see him saying, I needed to go, but I needed to make sure we were communicating. And again, perhaps no one better in the conference that when he gets topside, those low-angle shots.
Line of Darby. It's backed up by Dubik for Maryland. Late in the shot clock, just 4 seconds. Dubik on the sprint. Quick trigger, score! DeMeo.
As Hopkins, Maryland ran 2 midfielders off. It's 6-on-4 right here. Feed inside, shoot, goal. Way too easy for the Terps.
Bernhardt picked up by Foley. Me and my shadow throughout the night for sure. Long fires, he scores!
They've been getting the job done. An attackman in high school, he's very comfortable with this matchup from X. Actually, he's just going to swing over. There's no need for Danny Jones, number 23 in white, to be on the other side of the goal, backing up Pat Foley against Jared Bernhardt. You got to stay on 23, and a great, it's almost like...
Forced back. He'll choose Williams. Williams off the roll dodge. Nice feed inside. Score! Kincannon.
Up top. He's a handful, because if he gets downhill on you with that big left hand, watch out. Not only 1 slide, but 2 slides come for the University of Maryland defense. And look at Williams, head up. He's already 6'5", finds Kincannon. Great catch, turn, and shoot.
Racing back across. Lozowski will shape it up on the outside. Long range, Sisler, score! Bernhardt.
Their first turnover. Transition. This is early offense. I like how Jared Bernhardt just calmly goes into a slot. This is why you always put the ball down the side behind the goal on a clear, because you get the defenders to turn their heads. And once Bernhardt sees not 1 but 2.
Jared Bernhardt wants the ball in his cross more tonight. Blue Jays are doing their best to get it out of his cross as quickly as possible. Sidewinder, he scores! Jared Bernhardt.
So you know it's a free possession for the Terps. And watch him just work against Pat Foley. Good communication defensively, but he just lowers his shoulder. And this is where he's evolved his game. Jared Bernhardt has gone to a lacrosse player. Look at that. The in, the out, step away, use the defender's pressure and momentum.
Formation, swing it on around. Adjusting again to the interior, and this one's potted. Slam dunk inside for Maryland's.
Wisnowski's just going to use his size right here. A little exchange. Look at him get inside. Great body control not to go into the crease. And this is what you get when you have 6'2" against basically 5'10". Just a dunk right over top of Ryan.
Nice look down close to the pipe there. Fairman had it rejected. Darby was pinned to that post, and then the flag, 2 of them hit the turf. That was Fairman who put the crunch on. He'll roll back. Couldn't pull the trigger. Darby made a good save there. Rebound chance. Darby sprawls, and they keep this one off the goal line. Back to back, brilliant.
Maryland doing when Epstein has the ball, No matter if he's on a shorty or a pole, they are sliding right away. Look at Brzezowski. He's sliding before he even goes to the cage.
Beautiful movement there for Marr, and he puts it home.
Off that end line on short time on the shot clock. Shot hits Dolan, fresh 80. Look at this, Snyder, and then Brzezowski. Nice job by Kyle Marr as that slide came cross crease. So I think the Maryland defense was anticipating a post-to-post feed. Marr.
Joey Epstein, the unanimous freshman of the year in the Big Ten. Bounce shot coming, score! Baskin.
Sets a pick. And then once the two defenders go by, he slips out the back door. And he's able to use the momentum of Smith against him. Because Smith has to recover, he's got to fly out to Brent Baskin. He absorbs that first check, steps around, and then just puts it.
Gives his offense another chance. Williams against Corley. Williams fires, he scores! Cole Williams, it's 3 in a row for the Jays.
Russell Massey gets a step, comes underneath, shoots, and it rings off the iron. But look at this ground ball by Pat Foley. Picks it up right on the island in the Lions' den in front of the cage. And I love this change of motion, change of speed by Cole Williams. In, out, change your speed.
Drops this one off. Forey Smith to the alley, pumps it, he scores! Forey Smith.
Chance possession. We mentioned Smith and the pump fake that he had on the possession prior. This is disorganization by that Maryland D. Ray Hill's got to race out to try to close out number 4 in white. And Smith, that little hitch move, and it looked like it hit Dolan's right foot.
Lead this team, the Blue Jays, in extra man goals this season. Marr, for a long time, led the Big Ten. Epstein fires, he scores! The freshman says, follow me to the lead.
When the ball came back this time to Epstein, he's going to go about 5 yards higher, and he's just going to let it rip to the far post. So he went near post on the first offering. Watch this just textbook high-to-low shot to the far post, using the Maryland defender a little bit as a screen. Curtis Corley ducks. Dolan.
Johns Hopkins victorious 6 days ago in College Park. Bernhardt on the hop. Bernhardt fires, he scores! The hat trick.
He's licking his chops. Foley, you can see he's tried to switch off on, but good job by DeMayo to go top side and get Foley out of there. And Danny Jones just falls down. I mean, must be a turf monster here at Rutgers, because he just slips, falls, and that's as easy as it gets.
That last replay showed you he stepped on the... He'll leave it out top in the cross of Epstein. Corley takes him. Quick drive, Concannon, right back at you for the Blue Jays.
Going in the first half for Johns Hopkins, but now they're moving Epstein and Williams. They're having them dodge from up top versus from behind, and that's just opening things up. Because if you're Maryland, you got to extend the defense out. O'Connell decides not to slide.
Concannon will chase it down. Williams off the split dodge. Fires, he scores! Cole Williams.
Within about 5 seconds. First, watch him receive the ball. Forey Smith is going to come set a pick. Instead of using the pick, he goes to his right hand. And there's the second surprise. A little rocker step. If I'm Danny Dolan, I'm thinking big number 14 sticking his right hand with no momentum is going to...
Bring it up top for Concannon. He'll jitterbug to the middle. Another feed inside. Smith! He scores! Forey Smith was wide open.
Look at that goose. Beautiful job. Dolan's going to make this save with his foot. Keeps it out of harm's way, but on the ensuing possession, Frace 80 shot clock. Concannon inside. Forey Smith sticks it high bouncer, and Hopkins up by a trio.
Coach Tillman pulling out all the stops. His team needs a turnover here. Towards the empty cage, it's scooped to the goal. Joey Epstein sets the...
And this is one of the hardest things to do in lacrosse. Split a double team with 2 long sticks. Epstein does it, has the empty net, has the green light to shoot it, slips it in, and wow. Johnson.
As this game winds to its close, that will do it. Ryan Darby and the Blue Jays jubilant with a 12-7 decision.
Sets up a Big Ten tournament.